Hey guys, what's going on? Got another pistol unboxing. Today we're going to be looking at the CZ75 P01. Just picked this up this week. Pretty excited about this gun, and it's my first CZ, so we're going to get right into it. Kind of got our standard plastic case here. Nothing to write home about as far as that goes. Open this thing up. In the top, got kind of our standard lock that not going to use, little manual, and let's see what else we got. I think a warranty card information. Yep. Firearms club. I don't know what any of that is. We'll take a look at that later. Come on down here to the bottom. Got two 15-round metal magazines. I want to say that these are made by Metgar for CZ, so those are going to be good, reliable magazines, and I don't mind them. They look pretty simple. And then over here, I want to say we have an Allen key that fits, I believe the sights on this gun are like fixed sights, so you got that. And then this looks kind of like a punch tool and a little Phillips head screwdriver on one side. Kind of just the basic cleaning stuff, one for the cotton rags, and then a little wire brush for the barrel or whatnot. And then we got the pistol here, so we'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Get right into it. First thing, we'll just render this thing safe. Magazine well's empty, chamber's empty. We're good to go. All right, so this is the 50th anniversary edition. It's got this little stamp here. Looks kind of cool. Nothing different about the pistol though, as far as features go. I believe this is pretty much the same as a standard P01 that you'd get from CZ. Pretty excited about trying out this pistol. I still have an HK P30L that I really love, full-size hammer-fired gun, and I've always wanted to try CZ. I've heard a lot about them, especially when it comes to hammer-fired platforms. So I thought about picking up one of these P01s, shooting around with it a little bit, concealed carrying it a little bit, and just kind of seeing how I feel about it. I plan to do quite a bit of work to this pistol and get it to where I want it. And I know these things shoot pretty awesome if you're willing to pay a little bit to get them set up right. From the factory, as far as sights go, we have metal sights. See if I can line these up. They have luminescent dots on them, so they're not tritium sights, unfortunately, out of the box. But 3-dot system. They are metal, which is good at least. And if you take this gun outside for a minute and you walk back in, the sights will glow pretty good. It doesn't seem like the luminescent, really stays there for a very long time, right? Like it seems like it goes, it gets pretty dark pretty quick, which is, it's whatever. So on the front here, we do have some slide serrations, and on the rear, we also have some slide serrations. I like the ones on the back more than the front. They definitely seem a lot more grippy. The front ones aren't bad. You can still get your press checks, and that's one of the complaints that people have with this pistol is we have, I can't remember the way that they put it, but the slide sits in the frame itself, right? So it has like integral frame rails. So you're gonna get that lower bore access, which is good for recoil impulse, and a lot of times the thing's just going to point better and be very accurate because it's just loaded the bore axis with your hand, right? But it does make it a little bit more difficult to grab. I think that will take some getting used to. I kind of wish that, I don't know if it's like there's a little bit more depth than these rear serrations. If it also be like that on the front, might make it a little bit better, but it's not terrible. Just something to get a little used to. On the front, we do have a pick rail, except a weapon light. As far as the CZ75 platform goes, that pistol I believe has been fielded by a bunch of militaries all over the world. So this pistol needs no introduction as far as that goes. But a lot of them did not have a accessory rail and weren't really kind of set up for that. In my opinion, more kind of like duty style application or just a more customizable handgun. This gun obviously comes with a decocker, which to me kind of further, sets it up for whether that's that kind of duty roll or a concealed carry platform. It does have a firing pin block in it, So you're not going to be doing, I know in the beginning of the video I dropped the hammer with my hand just so that I didn't go to decock or half cock, but you do have the decocker here, which is nice, especially if you're going to be carrying it, you know, appendix or whatnot. We have these rubber grips. When I first got this gun out of the box, I've been messing with it quite a bit, just, you know, having fun because I have a new gun. These were super kind of like sticky almost. They've kind of set up a little bit nicer. This gun feels really, really, really good in the hand. That was one of the main things that attracted me to this pistol in the first place, was everybody talks about the ergonomics of the CZ pistols and how they just fit super awesome in your hands. I can definitely get a really, really good grip on this gun. It feels very comfortable, and I don't hate these rubber grips. I think aesthetically they're pretty ugly. I already have a set of the lock grips that I'm going to switch these out for, but I think from the factory I don't think you'd have any problems just running the rubber ones. They do feel really good, and I think you probably have a pretty good purchase. As far as the trigger goes, we do have you know, this is a double single action pistol, and the first trigger squeeze, I know with these CZs you don't want to dry fire them a bunch, especially without a snap cap, but I think one time will be okay for the video. Double action pull, we're going to check that out. Pretty heavy. I want to say the website, it says it's 10.3 pounds, so it's up there. We want to check out the single action now. Find the wall, creep a little bit, boom. That feels pretty good. I want to say they say it's a 4.5 pound trigger pull, but that little reset, boom. It's not terrible out of the box. I definitely plan on putting Occasion Gunworks, you know, trigger pro package, whatever they want to call it, in this gun. Get it a little bit more dialed in. This thing's 28.1 ounces, unloaded, without a magazine, and so it's definitely a little bit of a heavier pistol. We've got a 3.75 inch barrel. This gun's kind of a unique size. To me, it's kind of like that Glock 19 size capacity range, but it is a little bit shorter. One of the things that I really like about this pistol is this big beaver tail here. I think that's obviously part of what goes into the comfort too. When I run my Glock pistols, I have always run that extra large back strap, so I get a little bit of that beaver tail action coming out. And then same thing obviously with my 1911 or any of the other guns. I always appreciate that beaver tail. I just like it, to be honest. But yeah, that's an aluminum frame gun, 75 T6 aluminum, so that's where a lot of that weight's coming from. But I also like that from a durability aspect, and just this pistol having a real high round count. I think my plans for this thing, plan on getting an optic cut. I'm gonna put that pro package in it. I got some grips. I'm probably just gonna leave it like that for now and run it. I want to say MSRP on this gun's $8.99, so it's pretty expensive, but as far as the world of polymer guns go, but obviously you're getting a full metal gun, hammer fire pistol. I feel like, you know, they have maybe a little bit more of a price tag than the cheaper striker fire guns. But I picked this up for about $7.50, and I'm happy with that. I think the pro package for the Occasion Gunworks is going to be you know, another $350, $400 or something. Get that all installed, and the optic cut another $100 ish. Throw an optic on it, so I mean, this gun's going to be you know, $1,500 ish pistol plus, maybe, depending on once all the parts are put into it. But I don't have a problem paying to get this thing set up if it's going to be super sweet. If you guys are CZ guys, go ahead and leave a comment about maybe some of your favorite upgrades or things that you like to do to the pistol. I'll go ahead and check it out. If this is your guys' first time seeing a CZ, I think this is a great first option, whether you're looking at this, you know, the original CZ75, SP01, or even a Shadow 2. All great handguns. And if you don't want to do a little bit of work to your gun, they do have the new Shadow 2 carry that came out, and that thing's optics ready from the factory and kind of ready to go. But I still decided to go with this P01 just because this thing's been around a long time, and I have shot these before, a little bit cheaper, and it's going to be set up exactly the way I want it for probably about the same price as that Shadow 2 carry. So that was kind of my logic with going with this pistol. But if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.